Now I can do so many things. I can fix 99.999% of things on bikes. I can figure out a lot of things. But something that I just can't get sorted or solved is this thing. A Rubik's Cube. Maybe one day. Hopefully one day. What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now if you're new here, there's a reason you stumbled upon this channel, and I recommend you subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on anything else we do. Now in today's video I thought I'm going to share something else with you guys. I've actually got the bike in here that I'm going to work on, and this is one of those tools that if you don't have it, you'll need it, but if you've got it, you find out that it's super expensive and it's actually worthless. So today I'm going to show you guys my most expensive, well it's not the most expensive, but this is the most expensive worthless tool that I own. And yeah, it's insane to think that you pay this for this. And but I'll show you guys what it does. So guys, if you enjoyed the videos, please like the videos, comment down below, share it with your friends, and please do subscribe. It really helps out. The channel's been growing very well. We've already reached the first milestone. We just need to reach the second one, and as soon as we've got that, then we can do more videos like this. So let's get into day, I said 13 or 14, or I think it's day 14 of Vlogmas. So let's get into day 14 of Vlogmas then.
Let it snow, let it roll. Let it snow.
Oh no. Oh no. It's too sad this thing doesn't really focus on that. But you guys can kind of get the idea where I'm going with this. And yeah, it's kind of sad. The Rivnuts inside the frame where your bottle cages go onto, yes, and there where the carbon is coming off, or the paint or something, it actually, according to my thumb there, is quite sore. But what happens is now the Rivnut that sits inside the frame, wait, let me do this. Now let's imagine ourselves, this is a Rivnut. That's basically what it is. Goes like that, and then you've got a little cappy there, and then there's thread inside of this thing, all the way straight through, and then this is your frame. It goes like that. I'm not the best of people drawing, but anyway, let's say that's your frame. Now this thing goes into your frame, and then you use a Rivnut tool. It makes a small little bubble on the side here when you compress it with that tool, and I'm going to show you guys this tool just now, and then it holds onto your frame. Now in some cases this wiggles loose on the inside there, or you turn it too tight or tighten it too much, and then it kind of breaks out of the frame here. Now that's a Rivnut where the bottle cage screw goes into, and now when you tighten this too much it breaks, and then your bottle cage rattles on your frame. And this is a problem we're going to try to solve today. The scary thing on this is when you work with a carbon bike, it makes it just that much more difficult because you can over tighten the Rivnut as well. So let's get to that then. Now this then is a Rivnut tool. It's actually a super cheap pop rivet gun that they take and they put this little part in there just to make it super expensive. Now what this does is that little threaded part there screws into your Rivnut that's already inside the frame, and then this works just like a normal pop rivet tool, and when you pull that you can see it pulls the thread into the whole Rivnut nose, and then that expands that little Rivnut that's inside the frame. Now in some cases the frame wears out a bit, and then you can buy a bigger or a fatter Rivnut, put it back in there, expand it a bit again, and then you can use your bottle cage like normal again. Now I'm first going to try to see if we can only expand these ones, because like I said, when carbon starts to break, it doesn't just wear out in a circle, it makes small hairline fractures, and that scares me a bit because it's the first time I'm going to do this on a carbon bike, We've never had problems like this on carbon bikes before, but this is that bike that I built for clients. It's a Chinese frame that they had sprayed. You guys can check out the video. It's actually a very nice build on this bike. So let's see if we can win the rattle on this bike by expanding the Rivnuts on it again. Now, why I say this is my most expensive, worthless tool, you can't charge anyone to use this, but you need it. Expensive, but worthless. Alrighty. So now what we're going to do is, just going to make sure that I don't pull this thing too much. I'm going to set my stop screw for that amount, more or less. What we do is, these are done, but this one here at the back, it's loose. So let's see. We're going to thread this thing in nice all the way as far as we can. Oh, sorry guys, now the camera wasn't filming, but I actually screwed that in there already. We gave it a nice little squeeze, not too much. I'm so scared to do this, but it needs to be done, and this tool actually works very, very nice. So we gave it a bit of a squeeze, we set it a bit more, expanded it a little bit, and it looks like it's sitting in there quite nicely now. So I'm going to just double check all the others and make sure that that one's got a little bit of play as well, and make sure that there's no play on the other ones as well. And yeah, this is actually something very nice that you can go to your bike store. So it is fixable. It's not necessarily something you have to replace. But yes, you can almost see on this one. Let me show you guys. You can almost see on that one there that the carbon and everything is starting to work its way or to break away around that thing. The paint's off it already. So yeah, it's super difficult, but at least we can fix it, or maybe just prolong the rideability of your bike without any extra rattles or unnecessary rattles with something like this expensive, worthless tool, a Rivnut tool. So if you guys ever wondered what a Rivnut tool is, and if you can maybe just prolong the use of those Rivnuts inside your frame, so yes, you can. You can use this, but you can also replace them. Drill out the old one, put in a little bit of a bigger one, and then you can use your frame a bit longer. So yeah, that's the short and the long of a Rivnut tool. I'm quickly gonna check all the other ones. Make sure they are sharp, and then we're gonna put back the bottle cages. We'll see if the rattles are gone. I'll torque them, and the sad thing about something like this is don't put Loctite onto that little bottle cage screw. I know that's something that some people recommend, but especially when you've had a problem with your Rivnuts already rattling loose or coming loose or being over tightened or anything, if you put Loctite on that and you're going to try to loosen them, then they're going to break loose again. So in this case, we're not going to put any Loctite onto your bottle cage screws. In most cases, you don't need Loctite on your bottle cage screws. So just take that advice from me. It's something that you can take out, clean, and put them back in as much as you want without over tightening them, and you don't need Loctite. So I'm going to quickly do this. I'll show you guys in hyperlapse, and then I'll do some motivation again, and then we're done with Vlogmas day number 40. This is really, really hard, but thanks for all the support. Thanks for all you guys watching, and thanks for all the comments down below. Actually, one of my friends that I kind of met on YouTube, he wanted to see if we can make a chain with master links and the inners still work. And then the guys from Burn Peak Express, they did it, and we worked out it's around about 6,000 Rand just to make that video, and I just couldn't get it over my heart to use that many power links for the test. But what I will do is I will maybe see if we can do a test on the strength of a power link versus the normal link. So I'm maybe going to do that, so stay tuned for that video, and I think that will be quite interesting as well. So let me do this, and then we'll hop straight into the motivation.
Let it snow, let it rain.
Alright, I did a whole explanation of what I did, and the bottle cages are fine, and then I looked at the video and I saw it was on time lapse. So I'm going to do that again. All of them are nice and tight, there's no rattling on that, but yeah, the one on top here, there's definitely a bit of damage on the frame there, and then the one at the bottom, luckily we caught this one early, but yeah, it's scary times, but at least they are tightened now or expanded. They're holding onto the bottle cage is quite nice, and now we can ride this bike without any extra rattles. So I don't know if you guys know this bike, but this is the Windspace full custom built bike that I did. I did actually a video on this, and as soon as I've got a computer again, I'll put all the tags and all the links and the cards up so you guys can watch the videos again. But this is a super cool build, and I'd recommend you guys go watch this. So now some time for motivation. Today's not going to be so much motivation. It's more or less going to be a challenge that I'm going to ask you guys to do with me. My uncle actually told me this, and it's something he started to do. And it's a good challenge, but it's also something that you will definitely get called out upon or on. Usually when you talk to someone, they've got a problem or they're facing something, and I've experienced this myself as well, and I've done it myself as well. Then we usually say, I pray for you, and then we turn around and we walk away. And sometimes we do pray for them at night if we remember, or in the morning when we're doing your Bible study. And today I want to challenge you guys that when you're talking to someone, or someone's got a problem and they're confiding in you, trusting you with very personal information, don't just say the words, I'll pray for you. Take their hands, go to a quiet place, or if you can do it just there, pray for that person. I know it's not always the easiest thing, but that will put a certain type of confidence into yourself and a certain amount of trust between you and that person, which is good for the future. It's good for the relationship you've got with that person, even if you don't know the person all that well. But you will teach that person something about the love and the greatness of God that they don't really know or don't know at all at that moment. So the challenge for today is, rather than saying I'll pray for you, let's pray for that person immediately. And maybe if we just do immediate prayers wherever we go, it will change the circumstances we are in. It's something to think about, and it's something that I've been thinking about, and now you guys can think about it as well. Be strong, stay safe. Thanks again so much for watching. If you haven't yet, hit that bell notification, hit the subscribe button, and share with this with all your friends, so we can grow this channel to a point where we can do a lot more with the cycling things. It is fun, but we are limited, and maybe we can do a bit more so the channel grows great. So guys, be strong, stay safe, and never ever say never.